What's up, viewers? Eric from BSonic. Today we have here a 2017 Lexus LX 570, and we're going to be installing this plug-and-play shift power throttle response controller. It's just very easy to install. All we have to do is get behind the acceleration controller, unplug the harness, plug it into ours, and just program it into our phone. So let's not waste any time and get started. Alright guys, so we have the kit here. We're going to be installing the SP26 to this LX, and we went ahead and connected the little button here already to our harness. So all we have to do is locate the acceleration plug, and we're going to unplug what's there already, plug it into this, and we're going to plug the other side into the acceleration assembly. So let's go ahead, open the vehicle. Okay, make sure your vehicle is turned off when you're doing so. Turn it off, close the door, lock it, and then unlock it and then come inside to ensure that your vehicle is in sleep mode when you do this, because you don't want any circuitry going through the acceleration pedal while you're installing this. So all you have to do is go down here, and then I see the pedal right here. There's the acceleration pedal right above it. You'll find the plug. This is your acceleration pedal plug. Just press the tab, the release tab. It's more to the right side. Just press it firmly and then pull the whole connector up. Never pull on the wire, okay? You want to pull on the actual connector. Okay, right here, press down the release tab on the inside over here, and then just pull it out just like this. Okay, now we take our harness, all right, and then we grab one side and plug it into here, like that, and then the other side will plug into the factory acceleration pedal, just like that. All right, and all we have to do is tuck this in nicely, and we'll find a nice place for this button. Okay, so we found a pretty good place right here, and we're going to permanently mount it. So before we do that, we need to pull this panel off. So just grab the inside and just pull out towards you. I'm going to tuck the wire in, just like that. Okay, so for now I'm just going to leave it there. And let me go inside and finish tucking the interface. There's an under panel tray here. I'm gonna put this over it. So let me just disconnect these cables. Alright. This will ensure that these cables will never come down to the acceleration pedal, because you don't want this to interfere while you're driving. Some space over here you could tuck it into. Tuck it in a little bit deeper. Okay. Okay, make sure this is still good. Okay, before we stick this on here, just take a little cleaning cloth and then just wipe that down. Some alcohol solution there. And you stick it right there. All right, there we go. This could close. Enough clearance there. Okay, now that everything's installed, let's turn on the vehicle. And then you will want to pair this device with your phone. So in order to show you how to set it up, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the previous video. So after you turn on the engine, what you want to do is download the Shift Power application. And how you do that is go to your app here. I already went ahead and searched it, Shift Power Faltech, and then go ahead and press the install and then open. And after you open up the app, you want to click on this vehicle button, and then you'll find it. You'll find your Shift Power device. Go ahead and connect it. It's going to ask you for the password, and the password is going to be written on the user manual, first page. Go ahead and pair it, and then you will select your vehicle, Tacoma, and then once you selected it, you'll notice that it's already on green. So every time you press the button, your app will change real time. Sport, Super Sport, that's orange, and then Race, that's red. Press it again, it'll turn white, which is turned off. And let me give you a little example. So at the off position, if you accelerate, you can see the vehicle's acceleration and shift power's acceleration. it's going to be the same. And then you press it once, it'll jump to 25%. And you'll notice that the shift power acceleration is going to be a little bit more than the original. All right, there it is. Press it one more time. Sport, it's going to be more aggressive. Super Sport, even more aggressive. And then Race. Super aggressive, very sensitive. And you can also fine tune this setting by going to the setting button here, mode settings. So if there's a specific percentage that you would rather prefer, you could go ahead and change it over here. And then on top of that, you can change the throttle curve to be linear, which is straight, dynamic, or exponential, which has the most easing in curve. So exponential will probably be the easiest to drive, unless of course you're just trying to peel out and do donuts. It will want it to be linear. So exponential, we'll try at race. So with exponential, the acceleration will build up more as you're pushing it down more. Okay, on top of that, we also have what's called a valet mode. So at the valet mode, you can actually adjust how much percentage is the maximum acceleration, between 15 to 45% when you're valeting your vehicle, so that you don't have to worry about the valet driver peeling out with your car and being reckless with it. And at the same time, we also have the throttle lock mode. So when you lock your throttle, this is for a secondary theft deterrent device. Say that they get your engine turned on, and even when they accelerate, nothing is going to happen to the vehicle. It won't move. Alright guys, so now that it's installed, let's go ahead and do a test drive. I'll keep this on off position. Alright, so we can either push this button to jump into different modes. We could push it over here. So by pressing the mode button, it'll jump to different modes. Okay. Or you could push this button. So you don't necessarily need the app, but it's highly recommend that you use it. Okay, let's try to start with dynamic. So as you can see here, you can see on this gauge over here, this is the original amount of acceleration that you would get if it was on factory mode, but because you have the shift power, now you have a bit more aggressive throttle response. So just to compare, this is race mode. So just small amount of acceleration compared to the factory. It's about double the acceleration. All right, let's go ahead and leave it on Super Sport on our way back. All right, so Super Sport, I could definitely tell the acceleration is super responsive. And just to give you a little idea, go ahead and press on acceleration. All right, there you go. Definitely with these larger vehicles, many times your acceleration is going to be very laggy off the start. So this device is going to fix that issue. It's going to make it much more responsive than how the factory have tuned it, which we feel lacks from the factory spec. Now let's put it to race mode. And this is a very heavy vehicle. So usually heavy vehicles like this don't take off like how it would with this shift power throttle response controller. Really opens up the vehicle and makes it much more fun to drive and more comfortable to drive, because many times if your car is a bit too laggy, then it could kind of get annoying at times when you're just driving around the street. All right guys, well that concludes our installation demonstration of our shift power throttle response controller. If you have any additional questions, please drop a line below or email us at info@bsonicusa.com. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel where we continuously coming out with some cool gadgets for your vehicles. On top of that, make sure you give us a like. Thank you very much for watching.